better to sit here and tell them what to do. So far, it works that we just get off asking some questions, right? Because we did. We had almost 200, right? The last one? 180 or something? This morning was fun. See, yeah, it's black. Did you fix your cable? No. Use a hammer. It'll fix it.
No top-down view today.
That's what I need. I need to wear a gold chain, a t-shirt, and a hat backwards. Would that be good? I wonder if he understands the dollar bill behind him on the video. It's a Federal Reserve note, it's a legal tender. You know what's really weird? Nobody's ever read a dollar bill. Have you looked at a dollar bill? Have you read it? No, you looked at a dollar bill. Have you read it? Have you paid attention to it and really concentrate what it says? Right. That's right. Right. That's right. Hey, be or not to be? Where's Our Lady? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have another blueprint call today. My name is Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit, 60 billion of credit for my clients and myself. Just before watching this, I watched some guy talk about C corporations. I've never seen somebody make up things as he goes. He's full of crap. C corporation is the most dangerous thing you do in your life. It is double taxed. That's why C corps should always go into an S corp. But again, that's just my opinion. I've never seen this before. I can't wait to go challenge this guy because I want to go toe to toe. I don't like crap. I don't like people that are full of doo-doo and make it up as they go. I don't wear my baseball cap and my little necklace and my t-shirts backwards, but he does. Okay. Well, we're going to have some fun. I've never seen something so scary in my life. Damn. I don't get it. All right. They'll let anybody teach anything on TikTok. It's ridiculous. There should be regulations in some way to process because the C corporation he's talking about even showing the dollar bill. The reality is simple. It's a Federal Reserve note. He's telling people to put their trust in a C corporation. That's called crazy. C corporations are double taxed. Okay, the state, and then you get your paycheck. Why? What do? We don't want to be double taxed. It's the reason there's 6 categories of corporations in structure. LLC is not a corporation. It's a limited liability company that also a proprietor. The LLP is a limited liability partnership. This C corporation is not for a business. It's basically what's going to happen is double taxed. When they sue the C corp, they sue you, by the way, if you don't know this. You're the officer. You're in the bank account. They have to sue the corp. They have to sue you. I've never watched someone as dumb in my life. This guy's full of crap. I don't like phony coaches. This is ridiculous. Okay, the bottom line is talking about C corp, protect assets. C corporation, only business you could do. C corporation for your trust. It scares the hell out of me. All right. S corporation. Single filing. That makes sense. We have a nonprofit corp. That makes sense. Okay. How about we have a PC? It's called a professional corp. Do yourself a favor before you hear that ding dong again. Talk to an attorney. Talk to a legal referral service. Legal referral service is free. Anybody with common sense who studied law and accounting, like I've done for 50 years, understand how to play. Please don't understand that guy. Talking about C corps. I've never seen so much scary stuff in my life and dumb, just plain dumb. Okay? We got to get a hold of him, Nick. We got to challenge him. In front of the whole world, I'm going to knock him down. This is ridiculous. C corporation protects your assets. C corp is the only one you pick. C corporation protects your trust. I mean, are you just dumb? I don't get it. C corporation, you file a tax return. And it owns the assets and they did you. You're on the bank account. They're going to sue the corp. Sue you? I've never seen so much dumb in my life. Sorry to say, but it's true. But again, what do we get? Before I get a little too carried away with this guy and just watch, scares the crap out of me. C corporation, are you kidding me? This guy needs to be challenged. Zabo, whatever crap his name is. He got to be challenged because this is crap. I've never seen so much dumb in my life. It's like he's making it up as it goes, and he's entertaining everybody with his hands and woo. Well, good for him. The bottom line is, do you want reality of life or do you want a circus? TikTok scares me. I started 28 weeks ago. Doing pretty good. In other words, I write checks for millions and millions of dollars for radio and TV. I'm nationwide on Sirius Radio and all kinds of stuff. 50 years. I decided to try TikTok 28 weeks ago. See if I could help anybody. It looks like I got to help a lot of people because this guy's, I don't like it. It scares the crap out of me. All right, are we playing over there, Nick, or what's going on? Waiting for the lady? No problem. Everything's working okay over there? All right, no, understand something, please. I'd like you to think about you and your family, to be honest with you. Okay? We're not going to say C corporation's the only corporation to do, because that's just plain dumb. Okay? We're not dumb. We don't want to do dumb either. The reason they have 6 categories of entities, because you get to choose which one makes sense to you based on the application you try to do for yourself. Understand? As we play this game. It's like talking about a Federal Reserve note. I've been showing this as a legal tender since 71. August 71, that Nixon took the gold standard out. But the reality is very simple. An LLC is a limited liability company. It is a company. But the reality is you're basically what? You're the officer. You basically set it up for the LLC, and a lot of people talk about Wyoming and all kinds of stuff. They're going to tax you wherever you incorporate, by the way. They're going to tax you in your state. So if you think you're going to play Wyoming, you're not going to. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. Do you understand? I've sold more corporations than anybody on this planet to this day times 10. So if you want to know the rules and tools, listen to the guy who helped set up the system, me. Bottom line is very simple today. What did we do? Well, let's see. I helped set up the credit system in 77. It fluctuates, and that's what has to have to understand. But that means very simple. Our personal credit, every card fluctuates. That's why we have to look at the rules. I watch a lot of phony coaches on TikTok so far. I'm sorry, when they say 30%, it makes no sense. I watched two talk about how they remove the negative using the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Another one's talking about how they were going to basically use Carnov to pay a debt for Capital One, and then they removed it anyway. Do you understand? The moment you remove your credit and you're doing credit repair, hiding the asset, blocking off your credit report, you blocked it off the credit report. That's all you did. It doesn't show up, so your score goes up and away. The moment you buy a house and they do a title search, here you go. These people don't know what they're getting into. Sorry. You see, it's like when I worked for Witness Protection a long time ago, where I met Ken Yarborough. I got to be security chief at TRW. He was Ken Yarborough. I was his trainer, TRW. All cards fluctuate. We put a sticky behind the card. Sticky. Why? Because we have to. We have to understand something today. This is a $10,000 card right here. This is my wife's card. This is her $50,000 card. So I have basically, here's a credit for her. Now here's our American Express cards. See, understand. The combination of understanding rules and tools are very important. When I set up this system training Yarborough in 77, it was the oldest card. It was fluctuation of 29%. These phony coaches keep talking about 30%. It's never been 30. It's been since 77. It's 29%. It's green. Do you realize 30% is yellow? It's on fire, and when it's in red, that's 50%. Ay, 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 ay. So understand something. If you lost your job today, what would you do? Number one, I'd tell you to increase all your credit limits on your cards. I'd ask every creditor to increase my limits. See, I got to buy time, money, and credit. This fluctuates. I got to write down my sticky. These don't fluctuate. So if I had a bad day and I lost my job, had an emergency, I'm going to jack up the American Express cards, gold and platinum cards. Why? They don't fluctuate. I've got to buy time. I am a father. I'm a husband. All right. I don't want to be a husband, and I'm a man. My job is to protect my family at all costs. That's what our job is as a man. We fluctuate. No. 29% rule. Oh, this card. That's what we did. From there is 6 inquiries every 180 days. Then we turn around and create a rapid rescore. So understand what this happens today. These cards here, they don't fluctuate. So if I have a bad day or lost my job, what am I going to do? I'm going to jack up these suckers. Because why? They don't fluctuate. They don't drop my score. So now I can get stuck, get some more. Understand, for me, my rules and tools. Since I helped set up the credit system, what I'm going to show you, these are my wife's cards. These are my cards, the same cards she has. See, we don't have joint credit. That's only dumb people do that. None of you do that because it'd be dumb. What do? We have separate credit. This gives us 71,000 of safety credit at all given time. 71,000 of safety credit. So that's the ultimate goal. So understand, protect your family. Do your job, ladies and gentlemen, or never bring the pain home. Because you should never do that in the first place. When we look at corporation structure, we look at the things we need to do. Are we ready to start right away? We're okay over there too? All right, so guess what? We're going to be doing a blueprint call, and I want you to watch what happens in the call. We're going to talk about past, present, future. Please do not listen to that ding-dong talking about C corporations, please. C corporations cannot protect your assets. They are double taxed, flat out. Okay, when you file the tax return, they sue the C corp, they would sue you. That's called duck and sheep. I watch them tell people to put their trust in their C corp. What the blank? A trust should be irrevocable trust by itself anyway. All right, I'm going to push the button. Is that okay? All right, here we go. We're going to join the call. All right, good afternoon. How are we doing today?
Great. How are you?
Always good, always good. So we're going to go through the process. We're going to talk about past, present, and future while Nick grabs my phone because it's not working on the speaker again. It's just the way it works because it's fun. Right, Nick? Keep talking. Okay, no problem at all. All right, as I was saying about the corpse, please write down categories. The first thing we want to write down is LLC because the world talks about LLC. If you have one in Wyoming, forget it, okay? You need to understand you're going to be taxed in your own state. You'll be taxed in the state you live in, and you receive money, period. The LLC, limited liability company, it is basically jeopardized to a 15.3% employment tax. The LLP, same thing. They're not corporations. If we look at a corporation, it's a legal person. A corporation is a legal what? Person. So that means a C corporation. That means an S corporation. That means a nonprofit corporation, or a PC, professional corporation. When we look at rules and tools, we get to understand something. See, the law doesn't lie. I've been studying law and accounting since I was a kid. It's kind of fun. I like the law. It makes sense to me. But again, it's going to be up to you as you want to play the game. For instance, that shows a corporation's a legal person. If I can get it to stay on the page, that would be nice, okay? So what do? As we structure this, so I understand. If we're looking at corporation structure right here, we have to realize one thing. An LLC, C Corp. Well, LLC is not a corp. A C corporation is. See, your LLC or C Corp convert to S Corp. Please write down S. It's the only corporation the IRS allows you to design your paycheck and let your house payment offset your taxes anyway. So we're going to play the game. Pay attention. Please, please, please. Let's get you past go. Good afternoon. How are we doing today?
Great.
Fantastic. Love to hear it. Now, a bunch of questions. I'm going to talk about past, present, and future. The next thing is, my first question is, do you have a corporation or an LLC?
I have an LLC that just for assets for the car.
For the car.
It's in Montana.
It's in Montana. Do you live in Montana?
Do not.
Okay. All right. Why is it?
And I have a holding corp in Wyoming, of course.
Okay, of course. Why do you say of course?
Because I heard you talk about it a lot already.
Okay, well, a LLC in Wyoming is a waste of time and money. That's where you're
It's
going
a corporate.
It's.
I don't have the.
Go ahead.
I have the Wyoming corp and the LLC in Montana.
Okay. So here, let me repeat this. You have an LLC in Montana for the car. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You have an LLC in Wyoming.
No, I have a corporation in Wyoming.
Okay, corporation. So it's a C Corp?
Yeah, so Wyoming Holding Inc.
Okay. So it's called Wyoming Holding Inc. And that's a C corporation.
Yeah, C Corp.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to repeat this, make sure, because we're going to build your future, and we're going to make sure we understand exactly where we structure. The LLC in Montana for the car, and we have a corporation in Wyoming, correct?
Yes. And I have a DBA in Georgia.
DBA.
And I have a irrevocable trust in Georgia. And I have because I'm a nurse and I travel and I set up businesses in different places, so that's why I have those in those areas.
Okay.
So I do travel.
So you're a traveling nurse. You're an RN, is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right, you don't have a nonprofit yet?
I have a foundation.
Foundation. Okay.
Yes.
And what state is the foundation set up in?
It's in Georgia.
Georgia.
Families, yeah. Saving Families and Fallen Humanity.
Okay.
Is the name of it.
All right, so that foundation has a 501c3 exemption?
It has the mandatory 6033 exemption.
So you have the 6033, okay, exemption. Yep. Okay. All right, so does it have entities under the foundation?
Nope, I didn't do anything yet.
Okay. All right. Now, does it have any grant money to the foundation?
I haven't done anything with it yet.
Okay. Now, how old is the, for instance, LLC in Montana for the car?
It's 2 years.
2 years old. Okay. And where do you drive the car?
Everywhere.
Okay. What's everywhere? What state is your primary state?
My primary state is Florida.
Florida. Okay. All right. So Florida is your primary state. The car is registered to you. Is that correct?
It's registered to the corporate owned by the ministry. It's the greater good of humanity car.
Okay.
That's who owns it.
So you're saying the foundation owns the car, okay?
Nope, the ministry of
The
the
ministry.
LLC and
Okay. All right, so the LLC in Montana, you said owns the car, right?
Yeah, it's a ministry. I set it up
Okay.
as a.
Ministry.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you a pastor
I am ordained
or ordained pastor? Okay. All right, no problem. So the LLC,
minister.
okay, minister. Okay, the LLC, the car in Montana, it's under the ministry,
Mhm.
okay, but you drive the car in Florida, is that correct?
I drive the car wherever I travel,
Okay,
all over,
so you travel multiple states all the time.
all the time. Yes.
Okay, all the time. All right. And the income that pays for that travel, all right, is what coming from the ministry? For what's it coming for the RN as a nurse? What?
Yeah, it comes from different, also the different agency and application. But every state I go in, it's always contract.
Okay.
A lot of it is
Okay.
not all of it. So it depends on
Okay.
whether I take a or a W-2.
Okay. So it depends when they hire you. You could be W-2 employee, or you could be independent contractor through one of these entities. Is that correct?
Yeah, I pretty much.
Okay. Because what I'm going to do is we're going to have to make a spreadsheet with all your entities. Okay. All right. So we can have a clear understanding what's connecting to what based on ministry, based on car, based on the DBA you have set up in Georgia, based on the trust. Now, you said you have an irrevocable trust. Is that correct?
Yeah, in Georgia.
Okay. What is the trust holding right now?
It has foreign currency. It has silver coins.
Okay. So the trust has the possession of Bitcoin or gold or silver. Is that correct?
It has silver and foreign currency.
Okay.
Are
Now, is that based on a platform? Is that based on, let's say, Edwards Jones, Charles Schwab, or anything like this? Or is it physical gold or physical asset?
actual physical.
Okay.
silver.
Okay. So right now, it's in your possession, showing ownership of the trust, and it's at a bank or a safety deposit box or something, right?
It's a safe deposit.
Perfect. Okay. The safety deposit box, who rented the box?
I have my own safe.
Okay. So you put the assets in your personal safety deposit box that is controlling it by the trust, correct?
Yeah, and it's all in minutes.
It's on the what?
My minutes.
Okay, your minutes. Okay. So based on the minutes you have into the books, where it's minutes and bylaws, it states the fact that you have placed the gold, silver, or anything else in your personal safety deposit box on the behalf of the irrevocable trust. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So I chose to make sure we understand this because there's some gray areas we could tighten up, but it depends on what you want to do. It also depends, what you want to do for now and in the future as well, because you have a lot of pieces here. Okay. You might have more pieces than you need, but it depends what you're trying to do now in the past. Okay. So let's go through a couple other questions. Okay. Do you own a house in Florida or any other state?
No, just air
Just what?
property.
Air
Property.
property. Okay. All right. What is air property?
It's a generation everybody is part of.
It's
I don't have I real estate in Georgia, but in the real estate bubble.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm going back.
Okay. So you're going to go back to Georgia for properties or assets, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. But currently you don't have a primary house that's in your name.
I do not have a mortgage.
Okay. All right, so the point is no mortgage at this time. Do we have a husband?
No, I do not.
Okay. Do we have kids?
I have a daughter.
Okay. How old?
She's 32.
Okay, 32. Okay. All right. So the beneficiary of the irrevocable trust, is it your daughter or someone else?
The beneficiary?
Yes.
The,
It's what?
hold on. I'm trying to remember because I did some. I didn't make my daughter the beneficiary. I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't want her to be the beneficiary of another entity,
Okay.
another trust.
No problem. All right. You said you had one DBA. Is that correct?
Actually, I have two.
You have two DBAs. Okay. Are these DBAs that you sign for you, or are they DBAs connected to a corporation?
They're DBAs connected to. Okay. So how can I say it? My name, that capital, made a DBA. That.
Okay. So using a DBA for another name, correct?
For the name, for the gift name.
Okay. All right, no problem. All right, because sometimes DBAs can be looked at as a trade name, trademark, and copyright as well.
Yeah.
All right, depends how they've been positioned. That's why when I say a division of a corporation, it has to be positioned to be classified as a division, not just a trade name, trademark, or copyright. There's ways to position these as you're doing for yourself as well. Okay.
Okay.
All right, no problem. The goal for you with me, you wanted me to help you with auto income. What do you want me to do to help you?
I definitely like, but I'm also, I need the assets so I can a group home.
Okay. You see, me, as you get to know me, have you watched me on TikTok and other classes as well in the past?
I've been knowing you since 2006.
2006. Long time.
Yep.
Fantastic. So,
Yep.
you know I've been out there for 50 plus years helping people. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I would do, okay, you have all your pieces and that's great. I would take the nonprofit or the foundation because it has exemption. All right, that is the corporation or entity, you can call it, because you're an RN, you're a licensed nurse. Okay, if you added divisions to that, all right, foundation, each one of those divisions would be entitled to a piece of land, a house, an apartment complex, something that could do hospice care, elderly care, food delivery, or even basically military process.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the fastest one because you have foundation status already. Okay? That foundation status, wherever you call home base, all right, can get you literally city, state, and federal grant money. This is where you're entitled to do certain things as well. Okay? Now, let's go back to the foundation for a second. Foundation has a 633. Okay, no problem, foundation. It's in Georgia, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So that address in Georgia, it has a recognized address. Is that correct?
And what do you mean by record?
It means the state recognizes it as a foundation. They see it as city, state, and federal government, and it has a foundation with an address that they issue the what's called charitable chart numbers. An organization foundation has a charitable chart number, all right, from the state or even the federal government. That charitable chart number allows us to do fundraising, all right, group homes, whatever it is, and we can also get voucher money from the city and state.
Okay. Yeah, I have to look.
Okay. So we'd want to look at the address they have on file to make sure it's recognized by state because also federal government. Because once again,
Okay.
you have a lot of pieces here, and I'm going to do a kind of like spreadsheet on all the pieces. I want to make sure we go over this a couple of times. Valerie's one of our point people, and she's going to go over this with you as well as we put this on a spreadsheet. Our main thing is to
Okay.
make sure that we connect the dots and we're on the same page every step of the way. We got to make sure we're on the same page because right now you're dealing with Kelly is your point person right now. Is that correct?
Kelly,
Yes.
yeah, I think that's who I initially.
Okay, so Kelly or Chris is her manager. They'll make sure they're on top of it as well. We do our spreadsheet. Our goal is to understand something as well. Now, when we look at credit, they sent you basically, this is an analyzation sheet. The analyzation sheet shows your credit file, okay? And what happens is, I'm going to show it in a second after I black out personal information, because I never want it out there. All right, so show it. So they would have gave you this. Okay, you have this in your email, or you have it with you right now or in front of you?
Click right now.
Okay, so what this shows us here is in the credit is we got some problems. A, we're fair on a 630 on TransUnion. We're good on an Equifax, and we're good on Experian. Only problem is everything you have here is authorized users. Who is your authorized?
Right.
Who's your authorized user? Is it a friend, family member? What is it?
Yeah, family.
Okay, so it's a family member. Okay, no problem. You had an American Express card here. It says terminated. Was that your personal card terminated, or what happened there?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, so
And that just happened because it wasn't there before. I was wondering why the TransUnion went down because across the board.
yeah.
So
Well,
that happened.
they could have terminated an account. When you ask for credit or terminate an account, scores fluctuate about 12 to 15 points, and they go right back up. And that happens all the time. So again, that terminated account was a family member's, correct?
The AMX was Capital Ones is a family. The AMX and one of the other ones. That's is
Right.
and I've been trying to get them to know how to. Yep, can I do it? Or because it's authorized user.
Okay, so authorized user, no problem. What happens here, we need to establish credit for you. Everything here shows authorized user, okay?
Right.
Because you're going to be the CFO for personal life, and you're going to be the CFO for the corporate life, okay? Which means they'll review your credit only on behalf of the entity, the corporation, whatever you're structured, what you're trying to do. Now, any problem ever with Chase or Amex yourself?
Nope.
No. Okay, that's perfect because Amex doesn't forgive and they like to sue everybody. Okay, so we can position those cards as well. Okay, so based on the analyzation here, what our goal would do is get 3 cards for you. Those 3 cards we call them starter cards. They would build the score, so eventually you don't need authorized users. So then you would have your own score, and your score would get to about a 750 score. Okay, and then you'd be CFO qualified for every entity you have or future entities as well. And that would be the ultimate goal for you as well. If we position, see, we have to position one of these entities you have. We're going to build a spreadsheet, but again, we want to look at each entity, what it's for, what its purpose, what you want its purpose to be as well. Our ultimate goal is, for me, foundation would be the fastest way to get grant money and literally get something that helps elderly care, food delivery service, or something, or even military. And that would be where you add your division process, because each division would be added to a bank account. Now, where does the foundation bank right now? What bank does it bank with?
I haven't. I just have the EI.
Okay, so you have the EIN and no bank account yet. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So once you find the address that's for the foundation in Georgia, then remember the bank wants a real address. They don't want to use mailbox, etc. So they would want an address, and we need an address to be able to find via bank account. You have three.
Okay.
You have 3 choices and sources to grab money. If we're going to go get a project or an entity or a storage unit or a laundromat or a Wendy's restaurant or something, we need to make sure we understand we're going to grab money. The grab money is from the bank, usually a Chase Bank's good. From there, if we get American Express, they have a blueprint loan, which is an ideal situation. The other thing is, do you have any military background or your family members at all?
No.
Okay, so nobody in history ever had military background.
Yeah, I have someone in history, but if
Well, as long as they're in history and they're blood relative, you're entitled to a Navy. You're entitled to a Navy bank account. Navy positions you, for instance, in your situation with authorized users. Navy could position you right away to get you your own card right away. Navy is usually a phone call. It's getting what's called a pre-qualifier. You call them and you say, this person in my family was military. They verify it. They open a bank account. Then they ask you for $15. They send you a debit card overnight. Now you have a Navy access code. The access code allows you to get the position of credit cards and line of credit. If we position any type of business, we'd want to get the bank to give us a line of credit up to $150, or American Express up to $250, and a Navy up to $50,000. Again, this way we position it to get something in an escrow. If we position this for the foundation, or goes foundation as well, building credit to the foundation, its divisions, and yourself as well. Because it gives us the ability to actually go get something and be recognized as a foundation, so the city, state, and federal government will give you grant money. We can register grants.gov and some other things as well. Okay? We're going to send you probably what's called a broker's list. It'll show you exactly where we actually find businesses for sale and different things, even grants as well. You can tag into your basically foundation, which is an ideal situation. So again, that's what we look at next. Again, when it comes to being the CFO, I would be positioning foundation because it's older, it's got the foundation, we got the city, state, federal government, they'll back you and get your grant money. And that can actually do a process and an idea and a project pretty quick. Okay? So, all right, house, car, did that. All right, past, present, future. Now, did we ever have any bankruptcy in the past?
bankruptcy? No.
Any tax problem in the past?
Yes.
Okay, state or federal or both?
No, federal.
Okay, federal. Is it solved or is it a payment plan?
It's not solved.
It's not solved. Okay, because as we position things, we have to be very careful. The federal government has what's called a 656 form. Online, you can actually go in there. They have a calculator. They actually calculate your debt, and they actually solve problems by negotiating your debt online. There's ways to do that too. We don't need to worry about it today, but it is a concern in the near future. If we got an escrow going, we don't want them to attach an escrow, because that would ruin the whole day. Okay, we don't want that to happen at all. Okay, how much is that federal tax bill amount roughly?
I think 60, maybe 60,000.
Okay, well,
But a lot of it is fees.
okay.
The majority.
Well, the good thing about the federal government is they like to negotiate debt. States don't like to negotiate, but federal, they'll negotiate everything because they like that. They're negotiates like Monty Hall. So that's what they do all the time. So they will negotiate the debt. As we start building the future a little bit more, we'll make sure we take care of the past because, again, we don't want the past chasing our future. Okay.
Right.
All right. So I'm going to be sitting with Kelly and Valerie. And we're going to do a spreadsheet about your organizations and your pieces. What are the questions you have of me right now?
So with the credit, so we'll build that using the credit, the personal credit too.
Well, we have to build the personal credit, we have to build the corporation credit, and the pieces. I'm going to have to set up.
But
they're totally separate. I'll be setting up a business report for Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax for the entities or corporations. Your credit is totally personal credit. Your corporation or your personal credit is regulated currently by a Social Security number. That's what they've been doing since the late 90s. Corporate credit is regulated by tax ID. Okay?
Right.
So when we use Experian, Trends, or Equifax business reports, we're using tax ID to formulate the credit score and the credit file and report.
Right. Well, the reason I asked that, as you say, you want to talk a lot. Everybody thinks LLC and guarantor.
Yeah.
I guess my
Well, the biggest problem we have.
body.
Yeah, well, the biggest problem under corporations, no matter what we pick, LLC is a limited liability company. Again, usually converted to an S corp, allows you to get one tax return and design your paycheck. The LLP is a partnership. You don't have that. The C corporation is a double tax corporation. Okay, the C corporation can be the most dangerous corporation out there because it's double taxed. That's why I use these C corporations. Every accountant or tax attorney will tell you to convert it to an S corporation, which allows you to have one tax return. It makes it as clean as possible. See, the C corporation is most indicted and the most pierced corporation on the planet Earth, because everyone's trying to run business under C and it's double tax. When they file a tax return, they get double tax and they're in trouble. So the C corp is always communicated to become an S corporation anyway. Eventually, what an S corporation allows us to do with the corporation and entities or LLCs, it allows us to file one tax return with the IRS. It's called single filing. Then we can design our paycheck. S corporation lets you do one thing. You can design what's called reasonable compensation. So that way it can actually offset your taxes. You can break even. The ultimate goal is pay our bills, readjust our lifestyle to what we are comfortable with, and then break even from that standpoint and offset taxes as much as we can. Because, and the bottom line is, not everybody wants to pay tax. I want to pay tax, but as much as I have to. All right? That's all I want to pay, as much as I have to.
Right. Reasonably net.
That's the goal. It's the name of the game. All right, any other questions you have of me right now?
So how does the $10,000, what does that do for this personal? A rap rebuild?
Well, if you're in a coaching program, every 4 weeks I'm going to position you, all right, to make sure you're doing the right next step. I'm going to be adding history to your corps, the divisions and pieces, and I'm going to line you up for the lines of credit. The other thing is, through a coaching process, usually about a year's time, I'm going to try to get you into anywhere from 4 to 10 escrows. Depends how aggressive you want to be. Each escrow you get into is going to create what's called auto income. But we have to grab the money to be able to afford the escrow. Usually that's a Navy, that's American Express Gold or Platinum, getting a blueprint loan, and that's the bank giving us a line of credit. The other thing is, because you have foundation status, we could get projects in place as well. So if we basically went into a coaching process, we could actually go after different projects. Again, my goal for after a year's time, since you've known me since 2006, is turn around and make sure someone has an income, an average income of $100,000 a month. That's the auto income process. That $100,000 a month goes to the corporation or LLC, whatever we have set up. Then we basically have our entities creating cash flow, and then we get our paycheck, and that's where we actually break even, offsetting our taxes, which would be the ultimate goal anyway. That's the goal we should always have. So that's why the coaching program would do 100% for you. Then you're stuck with me for a year. Isn't that terrible?
Yeah, no.
We keep lining up, closing escrows, making money. That's the goal.
So I'm still stuck. What am I doing? Nothing?
Well, what's going to happen next is everything we're talking about is through a phantom program. The phantom program is actually taking notes better than we can. It's putting them in writing. It's going to give them right back to you. We're going to basically send you what's called a broker's list of all the things we go to get businesses and grants and everything else. Valerie and I and Kelly are going to sit down and go through your case file. And then they're going to reach out back to you and say what their next steps are. We need this spreadsheet. You have a lot of pieces. We got to put this spreadsheet in place to make sure each piece is in the right place. And we have a nice spreadsheet that we all agree with. And then we start building the credit for you as well. Like I said, if we can position Navy or position credit from you, you got to build credit to your file personally because most of the things you have are authorized users.
Right.
So I got to build your score to 750, and that's what we're going to do. Then you're going to be the CFO for every entity, and we're going to build its credit score for each entity as well.
And the daisy chain process, is that
Well, that's
included in there?
well, that's something we're going to be doing together as it is. For instance, if I get a credit card for the corporation, okay, if we have divisions and let's say the standard's about 18 divisions, our goal is to make sure that the credit is from one card daisy chained to each division. So therefore, its division has its own credit file with its own scoring system. So that's something we're going to work together on as well.
Okay.
I mean, if I have a corporation with 100,000 of credit, I might also have 9 divisions with 100,000 each. That means it's $1 million of credit. I've got to build my my foundation to get the dream because I want to close some escrows.
Right. I want to close some escrow.
Okay. Any other questions right now?
No, I'm just.
Okay. So
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna do it as because I won't be. And I don't want to. I'll just do a quick fun.
Well, you're going to be stuck with me every 4 weeks and play. Kelly's going to be your person as well. Valerie's going to watch you, babysit you. Burnette's going to do the same thing. You have a good team to hold your hand so we get through this process. So we line up the credit, we line up the escrow, we line up the divisions. So from here, the Phantom program feeds back to you, what we talked about. Next thing is what we're going to turn around is make sure you have the broker's list. So you see where we buy products and services as well, how we get, grant money. From there, the Navy as well. So you can line up the Navy and find out if we can get a Navy account, which gives us the ability to grab on some money on top of that. And then we're going to make sure we go through that foundation you have to make sure we have address. On your part, it said to find address, find tax ID. If it banks anywhere, let's find out what banks. If not, let's line up a bank account with foundation. So therefore, you can get some money as well.
Okay.
Okay.
And I also have a 508.
You have a
1A, and
so you have
I have all the bylaws.
okay. So you have 508 as well. Fantastic. Was that primary for church?
The 508 is
Right.
under. I use it
Okay.
under.
Well, you got all the pieces. Let's connect the dots and turn it into cash flow.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect.
All right. You have a blessed day. We'll talk soon, okay?
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Client from 2006, been watching me a long, long time. Wow, is that how many years is that? Is that 20 years plus? All right. Didn't I just start doing this yesterday? Oh. 50 years, all the time. So what do we have to do is connect dots. She has issues. Her issues, she has authorized users, no problem. We got to get some credit built there and some dashboards. We got to look at the foundation she has or not has and then position that as well. She got all these pieces. She probably has a couple of pieces she doesn't need, but that's okay too. So we get to play the game. We get to learn to win. That's the goal. See, ladies and gentlemen, one thing I watched before I started this today is this guy talking about C Corps. I'm sorry. I've got to reach out to this guy. I want to challenge him so much. I just want to challenge. I don't like people talking about things that don't make sense. I don't like people making up things as they go. A C corporation is dangerous. It's one of the most dangerous corporations out there flat out because it's double taxed. C corporation, they sue it. They sue you, the officer. C corps have to have divisions as well. See, all corporations can be good, bad, and ugly, unfortunately. So that means very simple. A C corporation should be also, when you make money, division process, turn into an S corp. The S corp is the only one the corporation allows you to actually say reasonable paycheck, reasonable compensation. It allows you to design your paycheck. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, when you were born, mommy, she signed the SS5 form. That's what she did. You get pay a tax on your paycheck, you get the leftover. That's how it works. All right, you got to realize SS5 actually real. It's why you got your SSN in your 1040 tax return. You got to connect your dots. Understand how it works is how you can reverse the process, even bad credit, but you still honor the debt. See, credit repair is against federal law. If you want to repair your credit, go for it. The reality is if you remove the negative, it's going to come back on when you do a title search and you buy a house in most cases anyway. So you're not supposed to rip off your creditor, so be careful, please. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather Credit. I'm online multiple times every day, Monday through Friday and Saturday, 5 classes, and I've been teaching and preaching for 50 years. I'm the largest registered agent in the world, and I've been helping presidents in the United States of America and rich and famous people, and even you too. So great. Have a blessed day. And remember one thing, we do our best. God does the rest. Amen to that too. Never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.